Have the guests arrived?
Yes, they're all here. They're coming this way now.
And the inspector?
He's right behind them, yes.
And everything is ready?
Yes, but are you sure you want to do this?
Absolutely! By the time this night is over, the fate of Herman Melville, Walt Whitman, Henry Longfellow, and that insufferable Charles Dickens will be forever changed.
Would you look at this place?
I'd rather not. I've seen petri dishes that were more inviting.
Kind of reminds me of a bordello I frequented in my youth.
Was that bordello teeming with tetanus as well?
Among other things.
Oh, I don't know who the decorator is or was, but...
Yikes, right? Oh, is that the French designer?
We
Tu vois français?
nerd. So where are we again exactly?
You are where you are always meant to be!
Who said that?
I did.
And you are... yes, speak up. What is your name?
It's rare.
What is?
My name.
Why?
Why what?
Why is it rare?
It just is.
It seems a bit arrogant to say that.
Sounds a bit snobbish.
I'd say egotistical.
Yes, quite persnickety.
Persnickety. St. Dickens, wasn't persnickety the name of a character in One Ear, Tepid Tales, reveling in the imminence of society's collapse?
You're thinking of Pumblechook.
Nah, not that one.
Oh, Pickwick.
Try again.
Peggotty? Peelybingle? Glornish? Paul Snap?
You are quite terrible at this.
The Paulkins?
What have you got against the letter P anyway?
Pecksniff?
That's the one.
Pecksniff? Really? Actually, that's brilliant. I wish I saw something like that. It was originally written as Pekka Sniffer. The English censors didn't find that proper nor funny. It turns out there was a Lord Pekka Sniffer, a bunglefridge, who was tragically killed by a flock of seagulls in 1669.
Should have run.
He did, all night and day. But couldn't get away. Yes,
My name has always been Rare, although at one point it was pronounced Rere.
Oh, French Huguenot.
Scotch-Romanian, actually.
I get it now. Clever that.
I feel a bit foolish now myself.
I don't.
Who
Dresses you.
Yeah, so is it, Ms.? Mrs.?
Medium.
I'm sorry, what?
She is the world-renowned psychic, occultist practitioner of the black arts and CPA, medium rare.
CPA?
Girls gotta eat.
Let me ask you a question. What happened to the cat that I used to own as a child? Mr. Meow Meow?
Oh, be quiet, little fellow.
My parents said that he went to live in a farm in upstate Maine. Is this true?
Oh. He's dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Ooh.
For heaven's sake! Okay, so being a psychic and all, perhaps you can tell us why we were all summoned here?
I believe the inspector can best illuminate that query.
See, ladies and gentlemen, we have not been properly introduced yet. My name is Chief Inspector James Gidget of the Baltimore Police Department, and I am here today investigating the death of Edgar Allan Poe.
God,
Poe is dead.
I saw a week ago. Free meal. Is it coming at some point?
You see, Mr. Poe was found in the street outside of Gunners Hall 4 days ago. He was brought to Washington College Hospital, but sadly, he passed away yesterday.
He was a notorious drunk, probably what did him in.
Actually, according to Mr. Poe's dying words, one of yous killed Mr. Poe.
Is anyone else hungry? I can go get something.
No, really, I can see that. I mean, we all knew he was a real jerk.
A bit of a head case, actually. He was always flitting about saying, nevermore, nevermore, as if it were Shakespeare.
Wasn't there an incident with a horse?
Yeah, and I just lent him I just lent him $20.
You know, he actually did date my mother and 2 of my sisters at the same time.
Well, to be fair, who hasn't?
I'm sorry, what?
All right, so it seems that Mr. Poe is a jerk to each one of you. And that means you all got one thing in common.
Herpes.
You wish? Are we all related? Is that what we have in common? Are we all brothers?
You have 3.
I know, all of you!
Oh my God.
Do one of you want to tell him?
You see, the thing that you all have in common is...
Is this one of those melodramatic hesitations?
No.
Awkward!
There it is. You're all writers, authors. And at one time or another, Mr. Poe took each one of you to task, critical of your writings.
Okay, Poe is dead, and that's that. But no one can kill the man for his criticisms.
Oh, I would have often dreamed of little shit.
Poor man. I have no sympathy.
Indeed, easy come, easy go. Inspector Gadget, Poe's impugnment of our work is inconsequential at best. I mean, it's not as if our writings and stories are going to be taught at in schools, debated ad nauseum in institutions of higher learning, or parsed to their very core by future generations.
Can you imagine? Tell me, class, what does the white whale and Moby Dick really signify? If they only knew.
Sex, right?
What?
Moby Dick. It was about sex, yes?
Yes, but how did you know?
I mean, what do you think Leaves of Grass is about? Sex, of course.
Really?
Yes, all my writing comes down to that very thing. Oh God, it's quite tiring, actually. Oh, the writing, that is, not the sex.
What about you?
Oh, yes, sex, all about sex, yeah.
Even Tale of Two Cities?
Especially that one.
That was about sex with 2 women. Wrong.
It was about the young Queen Victoria's breasts. I would have thought the nuanced subtext gave it away, but everyone overlooks the obvious.
Oh, Victorian porn! These guys are everything that's wrong with society today!
What about you, Longfellow?
I'm sorry, me?
Your poems, your poems, what are they really about?
I'm so glad that someone asked. You see, when I write, I imagine a cruel and merciless world. One that's not meant to be understood nor conquered, but endured in unrelenting pain and torment. Just as Prometheus was made to feel as he was staked at the top of Mount Caucasus, as eagles fed upon his ever-regenerating liver. Inspiration and hope are extolled in my verses, sermonized to the masses in an unevangelical way, so as to lessen the stark, harsh reality that this life and the life that they were led into, against their will, mind you, is in fact a cold, pointless, and wasteful sojourn, a cosmic jest brought about by a higher power that takes perverse delight in watching men fret over insignificant trifles. The willingness of these men and the willingness of their family members to sell their souls just for one extra second of life, a life which will mock them with every tick of the clock, the tick of the clock, which will bring them inevitably closer to their ever waking hour. Guys, it's about sex too.
We almost had me there for a minute. I wasn't fooled. Inspector, I don't think any of us imagined we'd have a modicum of success doing what we do. I mean, for me, it was poetry or family candy business, and the last thing I wanted as a career was being a Whitman's chocolate sampler.
Yes, I was given the choice of being a writer or a leech collector.
Which would you pick? What?
I only decided on writing for the groupies.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Groupies?
Oh, absolutely. They really appreciate the proper use of the Oxford comma.
And the dangling participle?
It does not tingle.
Regardless, we will soon find out what happened to Mr. Poe with the help of Medium Rare, as she will contact his spirit, and his killer will be revealed.
Nonsense!
You would think so, wouldn't you, Mr. Melville?
I'm Dickens. He is Melville.
Oh, melodramatic simpleton.
Cabin boy.
Marxist slacker.
Democratic despot.
Paradoxical parasite.
Sanctimonious crime.
Muggle.
One. Eight. Wonder.
Supposed to mean.
The witty banter, the wordplay, the fingering. What? Suck.
Make no mistake at all your careers were at risk from the wrath of Mr. Poe, and as such, each one of you had a reason to silence him.
Enough! The hour is drawing nigh, and we must prepare for first contact. That long voyage home into darkness, into the undiscovered country of the hereafter.
It seems like quite the trek.
It certainly does.
Now, everyone, walk around the table. And when you feel a certain way, sit.
A certain way, like tired?
No. You will be drawn to a chair. And that is where you must take your place.
But what if one or more of us choose the same chair? Then what?
I am not sitting in anyone's lap. Seems preposterous, quite undignified. Yeah, I'm not sure how well this plan was thought through.
Sit!
Oh, very rude of you. This chair is clearly mine.
I'll play for it. Rock, paper, scissors, God, Kierkegaard?
Oh, wouldn't have it any other way.
Wait a minute. I'm not familiar with this one. What are the rules?
Scissors cut paper. Paper covers rock.
All right.
Rock crushes scissors.
Clearly.
God crushes all. Kierkegaard disproves God.
1, 2, 3, existentialism. All right, that's time. Yep. 1, 2, 3, turn. And tie again. Here we go. Last time, best time. 1, 2, 3, turn. Ah, winner!
Yes.
Shit. Very well. The chair is yours.
But is it really?
What do you mean? Is there a crisis?
Can anyone really own a chair?
Yes, if you buy it, then it's yours, as these are mine.
But what if it knows its purpose?
Are you suggesting that a chair is a sentient being?
Surely that's within the realm of what is possible, is it not?
Oh, you're being absurd.
No. He may have a point. Now let us ponder this a moment. What is the purpose of a chair?
Pick me. Guys, pick me.
Why don't you write us a limerick, Longfellow, about the...
Oh, Hiawatha. Now! Orville.
Yes. Busy yourself with that, why don't you?
Now, Dickens, the purpose of a chair is to provide one a space to sit. But if it cannot fulfill that purpose, is it doing a good job of being a chair?
Interesting question.
Indeed, one for the ages.
Really? Is it really one for the ages?
Ages. I'm 43, just in case anybody wants to throw a surprise birthday party. February the 27th, preferably after 1 p.m.
As I'm sure everyone here knows, Socrates wrote to be is to do with regard to the question of one's purpose.
Yes, but let us also bask in the enlightenment of to do is to be.
Wait, who said that?
I did, just now.
It was Plato, Inspector Gadget.
Doobie doobie doo.
So, can a chair then know the meaning of life?
No, nor should it attempt to understand.
Oh, but the chairmaker, his concept.
Or hers.
I'm sorry, what?
The chairmaker, it could be a woman. Don't be sexist.
What's wrong with being sexy?
Not sexy. Sexist. You simpleton. Ugh.
How's that liver coming there, buddy?
Oh, it's coming along. I'm just looking for a word that rhymes with orange.
Medium rare, what is this madness you're spewing about a woman making a chair? I mean, it's not possible, or even remotely feasible. I mean, women don't have the brain pan to think their way through such an engineering feat, nor do they possess the physical strength for such a Herculean task.
Here, here.
They're just nothing more than flibber-gibbety jibber-fibbits.
Imbeciles. I'm surrounded by some of the most esteemed writers of our era, and they're nothing but a bunch of moronic Neanderthals.
Chairs. What would be next? Tying their own shoes or opening doors for themselves?
Oh, the quantum mechanics of the doorknob alone are far beyond their brain pan to comprehend.
You might turn it to the left, or you might turn it to the right. Oh, I'm so confused.
And everyone knows that if a woman were to tie her own shoelace, it would bring about the end of day.
Next thing you know, they'll be wanting to wear pants in public.
The devil, you say? 1, 2,
3.
God save the patriarchy!
Do you see what I have to deal with?
They should stick to their feminine fiddle faddles, like making babies and
Fiddle faddle?
yes, that!
Yes, that they should strive to be an inferior version of man is beyond the pale.
Yes, Charles Dickens, right? You are Charles Dickens. And let it be known from this day forward that it was Charles Dickens who said, in public, that women are inferior versions of man. Charles Dickens.
Why did you feel the need to say my name so many times? It's quite okay.
Troglodytes. That's it. That was just a wink and a nod to the audience. Carry on.
All right, let's say for the sake of argument, we'll use the term chairperson. Agreed?
Aye.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. What is happening over there?
So the chair exists in their mind before they cut the first piece of lumber.
So a chair is born knowing its purpose. Oh, by extension of the artisan. Chairperson. The desideratum is already inherent within the chair.
Exactly! The essence of a chair doesn't exist prior to its existing. There is no chair. There is no chair concept that existed prior to the chair existing. There's no predetermined purpose. There's no predetermined fact that the chair should or should not be knowing what it's doing. Life denotes purpose. Purpose is function. Function is life. Life denotes consciousness. Ergo, the chair is aware.
Yeah, I'm finished. Check this out. There once was a man from Mass, famous for victory and class. As the bridge drew near, he said, "Oh, my dear," and showed the world his very large orange. It rhymes with itself.
Bravo!
Best work ever, old man. Brought a tear to my eye, it did.
Yes, what they both said.
We must begin with the spirit of Ptolemy depart. Now everyone, including you, get over here. Now, we must join hands, becoming one. We must become one and form a link to the the nether regions.
Did you just say formal lectorum?
Yes, our nether.
I don't get it.
Yes, we know.
Dickens, do not mock that which you cannot see. Now everyone join hands. Focus on the crystal ball, emptying your minds of all thoughts. Focus on Poe. Poe.
She's kidding, right?
Oh, I certainly hope not. I usually have to pay for such a performance. Going rate's about 15 shillings. Plus 10 for a button.
That's real money.
The shilling is real currency. Just like farthings, badges, and buildings, 4-penny bits, Yorkshire puddings, and pounds. No, seriously, how much is it? No one really knows. We English just sort of make it up as we go along. Much like our system of weights and measures.
Frightening to think Great Britain once ruled the world.
Everybody be very quiet. I think something's happening.
What in the world? Well, this can't be!
Oh my Dickens, I'm frightened!
It's all me!
Poe is here! Poe is among us.
What was that?
Nobody move! You stay right where you are! No!
What happened to Whitman?
Is he okay?
Does he look okay to you?
He's dead, Jim.
Good God! He's been forked to death!
Okay, maybe it was an accident.
An accidental forking? You can't be serious.
As if it was an accidental spooning. That would be on purpose. This! Oh my God.
Do you ever hear yourself when you speak?
Whitman said something. Did anybody hear?
It sounded like cover the mouse.
Cover the mouse. What the hell does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not the one that's dead now, am I?
No, I think he said colitis.
I'm pretty sure it was coitus.
Medium rare, can you still make contact with Poe's spirit?
Yes. His presence has not yet left us. But we must hurry!
Quick, everybody get back to your seats.
You're mad.
He is at that. We've got to get out of this place.
There's something else that we ought to do. Let's go!
Hey, nobody move. You stay right where you are.
What is that?
It seems to be a firearm of some sort.
I'm sorry, is that a gun? Sure, really?
This is a highly accurate 2-shot Derringer made by the Rick Firearms Company, specially for the Baltimore Police Department.
Oh, so that's what a Rick Derringer looks like.
Do they make them for men?
It's okay, it's tiny, it's cute, it's you.
Listen, medium rare doesn't seem to mind. Everybody get back to your seats.
well?
Medium rare, I apologize. Please continue.
I see him. Poe is here. He wants to speak.
No, Poe wants to speak, does he? Well, by all means, let's get on with it then.
Yes, come on, Edgar. Speak, boy, speak.
He will speak through me. He wants to know. He wants to know who has it.
Who has it? Who has what?
Oh, this is turning into a nonsensical farce.
Turning into. It has been since we entered this loony bin.
Quiet! He knows one of you has it. Killed him for it, in fact. And he wants it back.
What does he want back?
It is sin.
He wants. He wants sin back?
Which one? There were so many.
Yes, quite. Can he be a bit more specific?
Is it one of the 7 deadly sins?
Actually, the number is 69.
No, it's not 69. That's sorry.
Oh, no, that's quite correct. Although they were originally referred to as inklings.
How can an inkling be a sin?
Catholics. It's a little known fact that the subject of the 69 Inklings was the original reason that King Henry VIII wanted to form the Church of England.
You don't say.
Yes. Oh, this King Henry VIII, what was his take on the 69? Was he for it, against it?
Oh, he was all for the 69. It was most of the population at the time. No, I believe it was Pope Apollousa's decision to reduce the 69 Inklings to a much more manageable number, hence 7.
Why 7?
Drew a number from his hat.
This Pope Palooza, which one was he?
Little known, largely forgotten. It'd probably be because he was only Pope for about 45 minutes before he expired.
How did he die?
Oh, paper cut.
So it says that they were brought back?
Oh, yes, but they weren't. They continued to be referred to as Inklings for some time, some 50 years afterwards. Then they were briefly called Glimmerings, but that was found to be too pagan a term for some. They were briefly called Notions, and then after subsequent Vatican conferences, they came to be known as the 7 deadly sins that we've all come to know and love today.
Are there any sins that refer to mice?
Oh, no, Disney doesn't allow that.
What are you babbling about, man?
Well, I just naturally figure if Whitman wants to cover the mouse and the Pope wants to send back, then I don't know. I'm just trying to make it make sense.
And failing. Badly.
You think that you could do so much better, then why don't you just go ahead and do it?
Ladies, I believe I may have it solved. It wasn't anything to do with a mouse, with coitus, or colitis. It was covetous.
Oh.
The sin of greed. Well, that's the first thing that's made any sense.
The sin of greed brought back? I don't think it ever left.
When I spoke with Poe a week ago, he mentioned that he was working on something revolutionary. Something that would make him the envy of the theater world. So much so that it would be coveted by all.
Mr. Dickens, did he happen to say what it was?
He was writing a play, a historical musical.
Poe writing a musical? Get out! Did you ever hear him sing?
Yes, unfortunately. He insisted on sharing a bit of it with me, but I must say that I found the sing-song pulsations a bit much for my taste. A little more than adolescent nursery rhymes, if you ask me.
I can't imagine any actor willing to put their professional reputation on the line by attaching their name to something that Poe had written or was writing.
He did mention an actor, or rather a family of actors that he was considering.
All right, who are they?
The family Booth.
Now, I'm not familiar with their stage performances. Are they famous?
Guys, have we forgotten this gentleman here? He's been forked dead, possibly even murdered, even so, you know. Just one.
The father, Junius Booth, was a well-established actor in London. That is, before he left to the States with his pregnant mistress leaving his wife and young son behind to fend for themselves.
Oh, that's not so bad. I mean, who among us can't say they've ever done such a, or entertained the idea of doing such a thing?
Me, I can say that.
Anyway, you were saying you...
Three of Junius's boys were actors, and I believe Poe was speaking with one John Wilkes Booth about taking on the leading role.
This John Wilkes Booth fella, any idea where I could find him?
I remember seeing him a few years back. A little hole-in-the-wall theater in downtown Baltimore. Nothing more than a vacant storefront, really. Very, fringy-ish. The play has forever been seared into my brain.
It was that good, huh?
God, no. Terrible. It was called Corpus Delicti.
I can't say that I've heard of it, but a play with Latin in its title, well, I imagine it was deep, literate, and thought-provoking. Right up there with Loesch's Achilles, or George Ruggles' Ignoramus.
But how could you possibly overlook Phileas Gutronus? Or Gallicanus by Rothfuss of Gandersham?
Oh, Vidimera's appointment. You can't overlook Phileas Gutronus. What a day is this brought back by St. Nicholas to his parents after being held captive for a year at the court of King Monoritis.
I never cried so much.
Oh my God, Santa Claus made you cry? Santa Claus, St. Nicholas, the guy that they just mentioned. The big white beard, the red suit, he rides in a sleigh. The man that forgot to bring a certain young man a toy truck.
Who did Booth play in Corpus Delicti?
Cannibal.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, it really sounds like something you could really sink your teeth into.
Don't tell me that the playwright thought that Corpus Delicti meant...
Yeah, delicious corpse.
You American.
Speaking of American, it's fun right here. You know, just, he's starting to step it up and not in a good way, guys.
So, how was Booth's performance?
He should have been chased and killed by a flock of seagulls.
I get it now. That's great.
I saw him afterwards. He seemed despondent.
Did he mention what?
Yeah, it seemed he'd forgotten one of his key phrases. Sic semper tyrannis. He got flustered and forgot to say it. But he vowed to me that he would remember that phrase as long as he lived.
Bold words. That sucks.
Goes a boulder.
I tried to give him a pep talk, you know, cheer him up afterwards. I told him if the opportunity ever presented itself again to be center of attention on stage, he should, you know, jump at the chance. Give it his best shot. And give a performance to die for. Then I left him with the age-old blessing for an actor. Break a leg.
Now, do you think your advice had any effect?
Sadly, no. And as such, I say, mark my words and remember this day. John Wilkes Booth. We shall never hear his name again. Indeed, he'll be lost for the ages.
I'm a bit surprised that Poe never reached out to the Manshaft family.
Manshafts. Are they famous, you know, as big as the Booths?
Manshafts. I never heard of them, so they can't be that big.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. The Manshafts are huge. Massive, even. They are towering, upstanding members of the London theatre community. The Manshafts have quite the head for the act, for the craft of acting.
I've never heard of a man chef, much less seen one. You know, what? Is there a bee on me, guys? Guys, you know, guys! Oh my God! Oh, gee.
That you've never seen the glorious Manshafts. They are truly a sight to behold. Their tip-top performances have been called explosive, intense, and climactic. They can stroke the audience along to a satisfying conclusion, leaving them breathless and quite spent.
Sound like quite the ballsy lot.
Oh, the ballsy doesn't begin to do them justice. For their acting prowess is an orgasmic delight, bursting with spunk, vim, and vigor. Although some red-faced critics say that the Manshafts are
far too full of themselves.
Guys, he is really starting to just blow up like a stuffed sausage. I mean, what are we supposed to do?
Dickens, the name of this musical Mr. Poe was writing, did it have a name? What was going on here?
I don't believe he had titled it yet, but it was concerning that infamous duel between your Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr.
Oh, sounds absolutely ghastly, dreadful even. I wouldn't go see that even if it was performed for free.
The sheer nerve. The unbridled audacity of taking real historical figures, some beloved, and creating highly improbable scenarios which obviously never could have taken place, and dialogue which most assuredly would never have happened, never have been spoken, much less sung.
What was he thinking?
Clearly he wasn't. Out of his mind, poor besotted fool.
It was Dickens!
It was me, what?
You stole it, the musical play! That's what Poe wants us to know.
Don't be daft. I have no interest in writing a musical.
That's not true. You shared with me your ideas for making musical versions of some of your works. There was Oliver Twist and Shout, and the one based on Nicholas Nickleby. I believe you called it Nickelback.
Nickelback? Ugh, I hate it already.
He doesn't know. I never said that, never.
All right then, Mr. Dickens, then please enlighten me. Where were you the day that Mr. Poe was found?
What is this? You think I killed Poe for a song?
No, I don't think you'd kill him for a song. But maybe you would kill him for a play full of songs.
You hated him, Dickens!
We all hated him, you twit. Doesn't mean I killed him. Maybe it was you.
How did I kill him?
He did take your mom and two of your sisters at the same time.
Well, according to the entirety of the Western Hemisphere, you've already said it. And also, you said you could see one of us killing him, and that one of us was you!
But you're the one who said you could see yourself killing him.
Oh my God, I did say that. Please, just move on.
As I said in the beginning, all of yous had a reason to see Mr. Poe off. And if it was for this musical, I'm gonna have to take each one of yous in for further questioning. Come along now, the lot of yous.
You're not taking us anywhere, Inspector!
Put that away, Longfellow, before you shoot the thing.
My God. Put it away, Longfellow. Hiawatha sucks, Longfellow. Stop wearing your sister's clothes, Longfellow! I am so sick and tired of having seen one of you tell me what to do!
Have you lost your ever-loving mind, mate? Right, Longfellow.
Dickens, what do you have a gun?
I'm not Charles Dickens. I am D.S. Charles Altamont Doyle. Score! Scotland Yard. Charles Dickens doesn't exist, but has a name on some books. A fiction invented by the Yard so that I could go undercover.
No Charles Dickens, undercover. What is this all
Hey,
about?
no, Charles Dickens. Wait, what are you doing in the States? A little out of your jurisdiction, aren't you?
I was here on vacation with my son, Arthur, when we received word of a theft being planned in Washington, D.C. by the criminal mastermind that we have come to know as Peacock.
Okay, this is utter nonsense. I'm putting a stop to this right now.
2 guns, Melville. Compensating much?
Drop them, both of you.
No, you drop yours. Both of them. Or at least one that's pointing at me. The one on the left. No, your other left. My left, moron.
Inspector, do something!
Hey, man, I only got 2 shots. It's best to wait these things out. See, who's left standing, and then I shoot that guy.
Stop pointing that thing at me!
I'm not. I'm pointing at Melville.
Well, who the hell am I pointing at?
Come on, guys, we're supposed to be acting like professionals. You know, writers.
Guys, I have to pee so bad!
physics works.
What the hell, medium rare?
What? Inspector, this is taking far too long to resolve, and I do have a previous engagement to get to. Don't I, Edgar?
Indeed you do. Indeed you do.
Wait, Mr. Poe? What? Why?
Oh, well, I know you thought that I was dead, but here I am, very much alive. In fact, you might say, dead nevermore.
Hey, Mr. Poe, why?
Oh, I could go on about professional jealousy, but no, this was a plan long in the making.
Wait a minute, plan? What plan? To off your fellow competition?
No, the offing, as you so colloquially put it, you saw yourself, they offed each other.
Yeah, but Mr. Poe, why?
You know, perhaps you would like to explain, Virginia.
Virginia? Virginia Clem? Your wife?
And first cousin.
That's gross, Poe. But wait a minute, hold on. Virginia, you're what? You died 2 years ago.
Well, it appears I did not now, doesn't it?
But how? Why? Why all the subterfuge?
Oh, Inspector, this has been planned for years. The groundwork laid. And while all of this was going on, it was merely a ruse, a cover-up for a robbery of sorts.
Robbery? What robbery?
Well, the one that Melville and Longfellow committed. And Dickens tried to stop, of course.
Wait, slow down. You lost me a bit there. What?
Don't worry, Inspector. You're going to read all about it in the upcoming days, with all the evidence, pointing to Melville and Longfellow. And you, the adept Inspector Gidget, solving the case, but not before these three killed each other.
Okay. All right, but come on. What about Whitman? Why did you kill him?
He was really a bonus. Never much cared for his poetry.
Or his chocolate candies.
Both of you are absolutely insane.
What I am is rich. Or I will be soon, once a certain declarative document is delivered to its new owner.
Oh, that declarative.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
Mr. Poe, you couldn't.
I could.
Mr. Poe, you didn't.
I did.
The Declaration of Independence? It's a national treasure, and you stole it?
Indeed, I did. It was rather easy, actually. Security's terrible at the patent office where they had it stored. You should look into that after.
After what?
After I leave, of course.
I knew it!
You what?
You were planning on leaving me here, with all the I-I's and the me-me's, Never once did I hear him say we.
My dear, you know that when I say me, I mean we. And when I say I mean I love you.
That might have worked when I was 13, when we got married.
Again, Poe, disgustingly obscene, really.
But not so much now. So with that, I will be taking my leave of you, Poe.
You leaving me? You can't be serious.
This is getting a little bit awkward. I'm gonna step outside and let you two talk or whatever it is that you married first cousins do. God, I feel nasty. I need to take a shower.
Inspector, don't move. This will all be over soon enough.
You wouldn't.
Oh, I would.
You could.
Oh, I could.
You didn't.
Oh, I did.
Are you game?
You taught me well, peacock.
That's not how you're supposed to say that. anybody here not packing heat?
Now, Inspector,
Yeah.
this is how this went down. You heard from a source about a gathering of esteemed writers. Writers that were planning a heist, the robbery of the century. And you found out where they were meeting. Here, at Mary Surratt's boarding house. And you arrived just as they turned on one another. And as such, you have no idea what happened to the Declaration of Independence. So sad.
Medium rare, what makes you think I would go along with such a ridiculous story?
Well, if not, I'll just shoot you where you stand.
That's a very good point. I apologize.
Yes. Well, you are a smart man. And you know, it turns out I actually do need you to help tie up all of the loose ends here.
There would appear that there are many.
Yes, there are. But I have faith, a gun, and soon a whole lot of money. And remember, Inspector, I know all about you.
I'm sorry, medium rare, with the crystal ball and the things, but what could you possibly know about me? Get out of here.
Well, judging from your accent, I'd say you were from the Midwest. Chicago, most likely.
That was easy.
Between Elston Avenue and Kedzie Boulevard. Your mother is Greek-Irish, though curiously not by birth. She raised you alone while your father, a haberdasher by trade, went broke, blowing the family fortune, meager as it was, on Susquehanna hat bands and bolo ties. He thought they'd be all the rage, but rage was all he felt when he went bust. So he up and left with some barfly floozy from a local gin joint, leaving your mother to work days in a slaughterhouse and nights in a sweatshop, making oil lamps. She raised you and your brother alone in that one-ring circus and passed for a home in which you'd wake up in the night and hear the machining of the lamps.
God damn.
Now, if you do as I say, you'll find $25,000 in that cramped little room you rent in Baltimore.
And if I don't?
Well, obviously no $25,000 for you. Instead, that money will go to a lawyer, a Mr. Lincoln, in Springfield, Illinois. He's got instructions to release certain documents that will tie you to this group of rabble. Dare I say, you'll spend the rest of your days in prison.
Medium rare, I don't care how many things you did or how many loose ends you tied up, you will never, ever get away with this.
Oh, but I will. Now, you see, Inspector, what one does in this life is of no consequence at all. The question is, what you can make people believe you have done. Now, I'm already dead, so nobody's going to be looking for me, especially not where I'm going. So, whew, nice, okay. My deal. Sounds good to you? You can just wink or smile or nod or just stand there looking like you do. Ta-ta, Inspector. Toodles.
Well, guess all I got to say is, well done, medium rare.